who have big dreams, whether that's in sports or pursuing a different career?
I would say first off, just based off my own experience, I was early on in high school a little too focused on, the end goal for me, which was basketball, football, whatever it was. And I put myself in a little bit of an academic hole early on in high school. My first 2 years were not representative of anybody that had aspirations of playing ball at the next level because in order to, get to the NFL, you got to do what first? The grades, right? So that's a prerequisite, and that's an early SAT word for y'all. I know y'all got a little time. Prerequisite. Any of the kids know what a prerequisite means? Anybody know what that means? A prerequisite is something that you have to achieve at least bare minimum before you can do a certain thing. So in order to get to the NFL, the prerequisite is to excel in school and not necessarily get straight A's. That straight A's isn't going to be for every single person, but it was about me applying myself and doing everything that I can, put myself in the best position academically to where the schools that were interested because of my sports ability would even be interested at all. Because this is what they did. They come in here the first day, they walk in, they say, okay, I want to see Davante Adams. And they come and talk to the principal, the teachers, or whatever. They say, I want to see him. What is, he can, I think he can help our sports program. What does his grades look like? And they say, okay, and they show, and they go, I'll see y'all later. And they walk out of the building, right? Because they know, like, it's great. You can have a million touchdowns in 1 year, but if you're not smart enough to stay eligible and be on the field, and it's not necessarily even about being smart, it's just about the application of your own abilities. And that was something that I feel like I wasn't balancing as much as I maybe should have early in my career, or in my high school career. And then I had to play crazy catch up for the second 2 years of high school in order to be eligible to get where I needed to be. And again, that wasn't to be, have straight A's. That was to even be allowed to go. Because if your SAT score is here, you got grades got to be here and respectively. So for me, like I said, I say all that to say, I wish I would have been more intentional about my schoolwork. That way I could have made it a little bit more stress-free and not have to cram in and be superhero, the back end of high school. Thank God I had that in me and had a lot of people around that supported me and helped me get through it. But I could have made the road a lot less bumpy, that's for sure.
Thank you so much. How did your time with the Boys and Girls Club prepare you for your success?
I would say the group and family aspect, because being a sports guy, going to Fresno State or going to Palo Alto High School, whatever it was, everything is groups. You gotta learn to operate within groups, and it was so much of that family kind of vibe and just aura in this building that I feel like it put me in a good spot to be able to know how to problem solve with other people. And going to a college prep school like Pally, that was a big tool that I needed to develop.
Thank you. And then, can you tell us about a time where you didn't achieve your goal and how you reacted? And then, can you follow up with giving us some advice on how to push through hardships?
Yeah, I mean, the first one that comes to mind for me is my second year in the NFL. So I came in my rookie year and I had a pretty productive, good enough to where people felt okay about me moving forward. But wasn't as much expected of me at that point. And then my second year, the top receiver of my team actually got hurt in preseason. So I was expected to do a little bit more, and I felt like I just fell short the whole year. I got hurt early, and I wasn't playing like what I knew I was capable of doing. So I got real down on myself, kind of lost a little bit of confidence, and that's the worst thing you can do in life is lose confidence in yourself, let alone playing a sport like football where you got to go out in front of a bunch of people and make it happen. Or yeah, exactly. And they show up, they're like, we want to see the receivers catch touchdowns. So for me, I mean, I was ranked 112 out of 116 out of the receivers in the NFL. So to bounce back, 2 years later and be the number one receiver for, 5, 6, 7 years straight, that took a lot of belief in myself, and it made just the whole process of growing that much sweeter.
That's amazing. That's impressive. So very inspiring. But now, last but not least, the question that everybody wants to know is, do you really have a Taco Bell in your house?
That's the most frequently asked question that I get in the world. Yeah, I've been asked that twice today, actually, in public, yeah, on my way here. I do not. Sorry to tell y'all. That is a house that they rent out for the commercials every year, and that guy, see that guy right there in the blue hat? Y'all probably seen him before. He's in the commercials too, so we're gonna make him uncomfortable today. That's Carl, everybody. Give it up to Carl, please. No, but yeah, that's one of my good friends from Fresno State, and yeah, I got to have him and also one of the guys he was referring to earlier in the commercials, so that's made it fun. So no, it's not in my house, but I do have a purple card though. I would. Can you help with that? Yeah, let's make it happen.
Thank you so much.
Let's give it up for Youth of the Year, Celena and Davante Adams. All right, referee.